why bring these women together? What was the importance there of bringing them together, these two sets of women? Yeah, so kind of bringing them together, in most of the interviews I was having, they would often mention type designers or artists or whoever was inspiring them, who'd come before them, and a lot of them were men. And I kind of started to realise that, oh my word, I don't even know about the first few women to have their type work published. I don't know where it started, how were women involved? And so that kind of became a part of my research. And I was doing the interviews at the same time, and they kind of started to converge. And I felt like I was eventually kind of interviewing more women, particularly women whose typography revolved around the body, as that was kind of part of my previous practice. And so it felt really natural to bring them together, mostly because of the juxtaposition. I think it was really interesting to see a lot of the women I was researching, a lot of their work was, in fact all of their work was calligraphy based. They started off with calligraphy and branched into type design, typefaces, and nowadays that's not necessarily how you have to start. It's completely different, and the visuals of the work of the women I was interviewing was so different to the women I had been researching, and I thought that kind of comparison was quite fascinating. And I also just wondered what would the women I was researching, the first few women in type, what would they think of this work? What would they have to question about it? Yeah, so that was kind of my main reason for bringing them together, and I'd like to kind of keep that going. I'd like to maybe have further issues of this publication zine, and see what other women I can kind of bring together. What drew you to have it as a printed publication? Publication felt like the kind of the right thing to do. Not only was I kind of bringing back full circle these women, so obviously the first few women to have their type work published was going to be in physical print, and I think that kind of played a part in it. And also interviews, I think that felt nice to have them printed. It felt, to have that to see their letters as a physical thing, and the way that kind of, because obviously their typefaces revolve around the body, I think it was kind of interesting to see how your body would interact with the publication itself. I think it felt like the right thing to do. I know online you would maybe get more reach, which is kind of important because these women are relatively unknown, but and maybe in the future that's what I will end up doing.